Hello, hello, hello. Tara here, and I'm here to bring you yet another delicious hack smoothie recipe. So if you saw my other video on the delicious banana pecan smoothie, you may know that a friend of mine gave me these great GoodFood smoothie kits. Basically, you open it up, you pour nut milk in them, and then you dump them into the blender, and then you blend them up. And what's great about this particular brand is it doesn't have a lot of crap in it that you don't want to eat. So I really like that idea of it if you want something convenient. The only problem is that they can be, this brand and others can be very expensive on the pocketbook, and they're actually really easy to make yourself. So as I did with the other one, I poured this one out to see, actually this one I didn't pour out, the other one I did. This one I had a good idea just by looking at it, what was in it. So it's called Boreal Berry, and it has in it blueberries, raspberries, strawberries, banana, kale, sunflower seeds, and something called maple nuggets. So this was the only kind of mystery ingredient that was in it. So I made a guess this morning and I made myself up a smoothie, and I have to say it is delicious. So I think I got it right. So today I'm going to show you how to prep some of these kits yourself in advance, so then they're in the freezer, and that in the morning you don't have to think about it, you just pick the one you want. So as you know, if you've seen the other video, if you haven't, I'll make sure I put it in this video so you can click to it directly. Here's the bags I made up for that smoothie recipe, and basically everything's in there except the almond milk or nut milk. So let's put that aside. Okay, Boreal Berry. So this is also a superfood powered smoothie. So I've got my bags ready here, and I've got them labeled, so if you give them away or just so you remember. This one I only added about a cup of nut milk in it, which worked. So I'm gonna prep all the materials. So banana, so I figured out that there is about a half to a 3/4 of a banana in each one. These are quite large bananas, so I'm just gonna use half. What I would, excuse me, normally do is freeze these in a bag in advance so that I can just pop all the ingredients in frozen. But for demonstration purposes, I will just use these. So we've got bananas in each. So half a banana in each, or you can do 3/4 of a banana, whatever you like. There is a lot of other fruit in here, so there's not really a need to do more than that. It calls for, I shall leave these open. Should prep all the materials first, but it doesn't matter. So I've got some raw sunflower seeds. So in each of these, I'm gonna put 2 tablespoons of raw sunflower seeds. So I guess this is part of the protein that's in it. I didn't quite get it. So there's one. And the good thing about this as well, like I don't love using all these plastic bags, except they're quite sturdy. So all you can do is when you're done with them, is you can just keep them and prep again. So this is gonna have 3 smoothies. So I normally just make the smoothies in the morning and throw the materials in, but it's kind of nice to have them pre-made because then you don't have to go to that trouble. Okay, so I'm gonna throw this in the freezer so it doesn't defrost. From yesterday, I have like 4 of those other ones. So then in it goes actually let's start with the kale. So I have some kale here that's been cleaned. So I'm gonna take the kale away from the stem because the stem doesn't break down very well. So I'm just going to take that down. So you can also use, if you don't like kale, you can use spinach. Baby spinach. It's a little softer. I usually use spinach in my smoothies, but this one called for kale, so I tried it and I thought it was like perfectly fine. So it's about, in each of them, it's about a cup. Not packed, but just placed in the cup measure. Yeah, so that's probably, so there's my cup measure. So this morning when I made it, I just kind of tucked it in like that. So I'm gonna put that in there. I'm kind of excited, like, cause you know, there's some days I'll just make the same smoothie over and over again, and these are ones that are newer to me, so I kind of like the idea of having some new smoothies in my repertoire. Actually, that was perfect. Okay, so kale in. The next thing it calls for is berries. So you can use a mixed frozen berry blend if you like, or you can do your own. I have actually a very large bag of organic strawberries that I've received, that I got from Costco. So it's basically a cup of fruit. So I like to put more strawberries in it. Also, I have more strawberries. So strawberries. I don't have a lot of raspberries, so we're gonna have to divide this amongst the 3 that are left. So this is pretty quick, like what, it's been 6 minutes, and then I've got some fresh blueberries here that I'll throw in. There. So there's your cup measure. So that goes in. Do it again. Strawberries, blueberries, raspberries. I'm going to keep the rest of these for the last one. So we'll throw in a few more berries. There you go. A cup. And then lastly, let's do the rest of these, the rest of the raspberries, and then the strawberries. This one's going to be more strawberry. I don't think it matters. Strawberries are great. If it was, you know, strawberry season, you could clean and cut your strawberries, freeze them flat, and then bag them. Okay, so there's that. So the last ingredient is the mysterious maple nuggets. So what are maple nuggets? I don't know. They could be a combination of maple and yogurt. Actually, now that I think about it, that's probably what it is. But this morning, all I did was I put a tablespoon of this delicious maple syrup in it, and that did the trick. So I don't want to pour maple syrup in here because it's just going to end up in the bag and stuck. So what I'm going to do is I've got my ice cube tray. This is a regular ice cube tray, and I filled 6 spots with, I measured it out. Each ice cube is actually, in a regular standard ice cube tray, is about a tablespoon. So I'm going to freeze this. I'm going to pop these in the freezer, and then later, once these are frozen, I'll just pop them in. And then you've got 3 more smoothies ready to go for breakfast. So these are single serving smoothies. If you have a bigger family or a bigger blender and you're making it for 2, you can double them up, or you can just keep them single so that when somebody wants a snack, they're there and handy. So that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe and share broadly. I'm happy for others to have these great recipes as well. And if you have any ideas about things you want me to make videos on, please make a comment below and let me know, and I'd happy to do those. Thank you. Happy smoothie making.